those who can't be here. But welcome, guys. Welcome. This is Team Call Thursday. Super excited to have you guys here. We do have some newbies on here, so I think I want to give you guys a personal welcome. And for those who might be watching, my name is Lauren, and I'm the founder of the Fit Fulfilled team. And I'm super excited with where we're all at in this business journey because we're poised to experience a lot of growth and momentum right now. Like I love this time of year because it's the holidays, of course, but it's very good time for business because it is the holidays and because we're right around the corner from that big January surge. So don't think for a second that now is the time to like ease off the gas. Now, if anything, is the time to put the pedal to the metal with your business because all the work that you put in now, I feel like you like double your results in January for whatever you do now because it's like January is when everybody goes, okay, fitness, and if you are doing the work now, then you are the one that they're going to come to. If you're being consistent and sharing and, living it and walking it out, then you are going to be the one that they're going to come to come January. So, and the idea is obviously to get people started before that. But I'm just saying that some of the people that have maybe been hard to connect with or hard to get to commit over the past month or two, they're going to be ready for you. So don't lose heart. And I know I've probably talked about this a little bit over the past couple calls that we've had because it is that important that we really hone into this season. So, and obviously, if you guys have paid attention to any of the news happening in the Coach Online office, which by the way, should always stay up to date on your news. If you go to the Coach Online office under breaking news, you find there's a lot of like undiscovered material in there. So make sure that you like stay up to date on that. If you notice today, they actually, like the steps that they use in the Transform 20 workout. So check this out. This is ridiculous. And every single one of you guys should take advantage of this because number one, it's free. Number two, it's great for the program you're about to do. Number three, it's a really awesome incentive for you to show and share with your followers like, hey, look, I'm earning free stuff. But I guess let me explain what it is. But in November, anybody who gets a minimum of one Success Club point. I mean, I don't even think you can earn just one Success Club point anymore because almost like everything, even Shakeology, you get 2 Success Club points. But anyways, anybody who earns a Success Club point in the month of November, 1 Success Club point, you get when you purchase a challenge pack or a completion pack in December for the Shaun T 20 Transform. If you purchase it between December 4th and December 11th, then and you earn a Success Club point in the month of November, then they send you the little step thing for free. But you have to purchase your completion pack between the 4th and the 11th so that they still have them, while supplies last. So that's really awesome. That's an awesome incentive. Like I feel like all of us are going to do those things anyways. So just make sure that you do it within that time frame so that you can take advantage of getting that little freebie. So there's going to be, I don't know, with any of you on this team, I don't think we haven't. I don't think I've ever done a Shaun T launch with you guys, a program launch with Shaun T. We did one a few years ago with his most recent program, which was Insanity Max 30. But what you guys have to know about Shaun T is he's famous, okay? So everybody knows Shaun T. Everybody knows, Tony Horton and Shaun T. These guys are like the bread and butter of Beachbody world. Everybody knows who they are. They are the ones when the infomercials were going wild. They were the guys on the face of those infomercials for years. Their programs were household names. P90X, Insanity. They were the ones that really brought the whole workout at home thing to the table, to the market. So, they are on all the daytime talk shows and all of that. Like they are very well-known public figures. So when these guys release a product, especially Shaun T, because he's just a very, a lot of people really like him and he has a big, presence in the industry. So whenever he launches a program, there is so much hype and momentum behind it and people go wild for his stuff. So to be on the receiving end of that as coaches, having the connection to Beachbody, having the access to the VIP early access test groups, being able to experience the programs firsthand, and being that connection for all of these people who are going to go looking for this program, looking where to buy it, and you're going to be the one who's doing it, who's offering the challenge groups. It's like a no-brainer. Not to mention when you're hitting Success Club 5 and when you're hitting Success Club 10, all the people that are outside of your network that just go online and order the program or go through the infomercial line and call in the order. Remember, all of those customers get funneled to coaches that are hitting Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. So there's always a huge surge, a huge influx of customers, especially in the January time. So that's why you really want to be pushing now in November to make sure you're hitting Success Club now and in December. And because if you're hitting it in December, then in January, you're going to get the January free leads, and it continues. So anyways, I wanted to throw that in there. Tonight, we are going to be talking a little bit about how to maximize a product launch and kind of some of the nitty gritty about that. So that's going to be our topic for tonight. And I pray to the Lord that we will have some time for questions. And that is always my prayer. And that rarely happens, but I'm going to try, y'all. I'm going to try. So, so if you have questions, start thinking of them and all that so that we can go through some of them. But okay, let me pull out my notes so I stay on track with you guys. Okay. So I've got like 5 tips if you are taking notes or anything. I've got 5 tips on how to maximize the product launch for, any program. You can apply this to Shaun T, to the Transform 20 program. You can apply this to anything, but the point is to maximize this opportunity. So I will say this, when it comes to programs and stuff, I don't just jump on the bandwagon with any program. Like if it's a program I genuinely like, then I'm going to go all in and I'm going to participate, because there's something to be said with a new program that comes out, the energy, the hype behind it, the excitement behind it, just the community, the way our whole Beachbody community rallies around it. So, as long as it's a program that you genuinely are interested in and that you feel like you can get behind, then if that's the case, then you need to go all in. Because it will only help you. It's only going to help your business, and it's going to thrive with that. That's why we have new programs. That's why we have new, products and stuff like that come out, because it gives us something new and exciting and fresh to share with our community. And it meets a different need for our market. And so that's what you kind of got to realize, is that whenever a new program comes out, even if it is one you're not interested in, I'm not saying you have to do it, but learn about it, because that program could meet a need for somebody in your demographic that is unique to that individual. Like I have people that come to me all the time and they love dancing workouts. I don't like dancing workouts. I'm not going to be promoting a dancing workout personally. Like you won't see me do it. I mean, maybe once in a blue moon, just because I get in some random mood, I'll do like a dancing workout. But generally speaking, I'm not going to do a dance workout from start to finish. It's not my thing. So I'm not going to promote that. I'm not going to, even if they're doing like a VIP test group, I'm not going to do it because it's not genuine. It's not authentic to me. So I'm not going to be sharing about that, but I will learn about it because I know that I'm going to have a customer that's going to be looking for something like that at some point, so I will say that, like, keep it genuine, make sure that it is, authentic to who you are. And if it is, go all in with it. So I feel like Shaun T's program, maybe I'm a little biased on this one, but like a Shaun T program like this, it's only 20 minutes long. That's heavy cardio, requires no equipment except for that step. It's like universally flattering because it can really work for anybody. It can even work for people who are pregnant. It can work for people who are not, they feel like, oh my gosh, it's way too intense. There are people that I've seen in the test group who were actually pregnant and were able to do it. Obviously, they had to do it at a very moderated pace, but they followed it and they still got awesome results doing it at a very modified pace. So, so really any of our programs, as hard and as challenging as they are, they're so good at providing modifications that I feel like it fits anybody. And because this has no equipment and because it can be done at home and it's only 20 freaking minutes, I feel like it goes to everybody. So I am going to refer a lot to this program because that's what I'm excited about. And that's kind of where my mind's going and where my strategy is going. But know that everything I'm about to share with you guys, as we go through these 5 points, you can apply to literally any program. So let's say like this is just not your thing. Like let's say you just can't stand Shanti and you don't like his programs or whatever. It's just not your jam. That's fine. Pick a program that is and treat it as if that program is launching right now, and treat that program, even if it's an old one, treat it like it's about to launch. And the way that you share it and the excitement that you put behind it, treat it like it's something fresh and new. Like, hey guys, I am starting a new program, and it might not be new to the market, but it's new to me. You know, I've never done the 21-day fix before, or I've never done Core de Force, and I'm so excited to try it. So you know what I mean? So you can take whatever we're about to go through and apply it to the program that best suits you and your style and your flow and where you're at in the season. Okay, so don't think that this is just all about Transform 20. This applies to anything, and you can also use this for future product launches as well. So okay, so first things first is, let's just say you got to have a plan, you know, about what you're doing. Don't just fly by the seat of your pants and just hope things work out. You got to have a strategy. You got to have like, you know, like, okay, I'm doing this and this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing this and it's going to lead to this and it's going to lead to this. So, you know, like what I'm doing, especially now, we have 8 weeks until the end of this year, you guys. That is like nothing. It is crazy. It's crazy to me. It's already November. So we have 8 weeks. What are you going to do with those 8 weeks? You know, if you just keep doing what you're doing, you're going to have what you have. But if you really make some changes and really be intentional about what you're doing and why you're doing it, then you can set yourself up for serious growth, momentum, and change in your business. So, and I'm not just like saying that, I genuinely mean that. So, you know, as we are talking about that, which I guess that will kind of bleed into the last point that I'll share about what we're going to be going over. But, you know, like really map out your weeks. You've got 8 weeks left. So you need to know, if you're a person who does free groups, then you need to know, okay, when am I doing a free group? When is my challenge group starting? When am I doing invites to coaching? Or when am I doing an open house? Or when am I participating in an open house group? You need to know these things. Like, don't just be like, oh, I'll do this here and I'll just do this here. Like, you need to know, you need to have a start date and an end date for your challenge group. You need to have a start date and an end date for your free group. If you're doing a free group, you need to know how they all flow together. And you need to work that to the best of your ability. So you should have the rest of your year mapped out. And if you don't, that is your homework for this weekend, because it's almost weekend time. But take some time, sit down with your calendar. That's literally what I did today. And I just mapped out the rest of my schedule. So I know when my free group's starting. I know when my coach info group is starting. I know, so if I know my coach info group is starting next week, then I know this is the week that I'm focusing on sharing about that in my posts, and then I'm inviting to that. If I know my challenge group is starting in 3 weeks, then I know that I'm inviting every day for those next 3 weeks to that challenge group. If my free group, for me, my free group is starting on Monday. So from now until Monday, I am inviting like crazy to that free group. And that's the easiest one to invite to me. But anyways, you have to know those things so that if you have those things down on the calendar, then you know what to invite for the week before or the couple weeks before. But if you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants, then none of that stuff is going to happen. So be intentional and be focused and have a plan, have a strategy, especially with this product launch coming out. It's starting. The program launches, well, the challenge packs become available for us to purchase on December 4th. And we don't actually get access to the workouts until January 14th. But like what I'm doing, I'm going to do a challenge group with one of Shanti's other programs starting December 4th, or December 3rd, actually. And so I'm having all my people we're going to buy, I'm going to focus them on buying a challenge pack with the Beachbody On Demand early access for Shanti. And we are going to start like a challenge group I'll probably do Insanity Max 30 for the month of December or whatever. And then come January, we're going to be ready to start with Transform 20. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I have it mapped out, like the journey I'm taking myself through and the journey I'm taking my challengers through. So, okay, so let's get into this. The first point is and this is all about having a plan and maximizing your potential with these product launches. So number one, be informed. I guess we already kind of touched on that a little bit. But know as much as you can about the program that you're promoting. And when I say promoting, I don't mean like, going on your Facebook and be like, oh my gosh, you guys, this challenge pack is $140 or $160. Like, that's not the kind of promoting we're talking about. By promoting, I mean, you're living it, you're sharing your journey, you're walking it out. You know what I mean? I'm not talking, when I say promoting, I'm not talking about go be a salesperson and talk about the flash sales that you're having and the buy one, get ones. Okay. That's not, by now, that's not how we do things. Okay. But, when I say promoting, I mean like sharing it, like, think about what you're going to be sharing. Okay, Lauren, I can't do Transform 20 yet because I don't have it. I don't either, but I can look at the infomercial and kind of get an idea about it. I can go through the online office and go through the FAQ and read up about it. I can read through the experiences of those who have done the test group and kind of know what to expect. And I can share about that authentically and genuinely, be like, hey guys, I just heard about this program that's coming out. I'm super excited to, try it. It's Shanti. It's crazy. It makes me nervous. Like, how do you feel about it? What are you thinking? Share what you're doing right now in your fitness journey and what you're gearing up for, where you're at right now, where you're going. So be informed about whatever program it is that you're focusing on, whatever challenge group that you have coming up. Like, be informed about the program that you're sharing about, because remember, there's something in that program that meets a specific need for your demographic. Okay. So there might be, like the fact that it's 20 minutes. And again, I'm picking on this program. You can apply this to any program that we have, but I'm picking on this one. The fact that this program is 20 minutes long, I know that that is a key factor that targets a lot of people in my demographic, because of course I have a lot of moms with little kids in my demographic. So because I know that 20-minute time frame is huge for that part of my demographic. There's other things about it. The fact that there's no equipment, I know that applies to a certain, group of people who are in my demographic who don't want all the fuss and the muss. You know what I mean? So like, there's different things in the program that's going to apply to different groups of people within your target demographic. So become informed about the program. You need to know when the launch date is. You need to know, like, for example, when I was looking into this, I was confused at first. I was like, is it launching December 4th or is it launching in January? Like, what's going on? And so I had to figure out that, okay, we can buy challenge packs and get our early access challenge packs on December 4th, but it's actually going to launch on, as far as the workouts are going to become available January 14th. But I'm not going to be waiting until January 14th. Yeah, I'm getting it as soon as it comes out so that I'm ready to go January 14th. You know what I mean? So anyways, be informed, know these kind of things. So when people come to you and ask you questions, you know how to answer them. So that's the first thing. Be informed, know as much about the program that you're promoting, and share. Always, when it comes to promoting, it's always about sharing your lifestyle, all of that, not word product vomiting and Beachbody lingo. Like, remember that the people that are watching your story and, looking at your posts and stuff, they are not in Beachbody world. So they don't know what a challenge group is even. That's why I don't even really like using that word so much, because I feel like a lot of people don't know what that means, but they know an online boot camp. Like, that makes a little more sense. So just know that, put yourself in other people's shoes and make sure that you're not just using Beachbody lingo all the time. So, okay, number 2, start sharing now. So don't wait until launch day. Okay. Don't wait until, January 1st to start like getting serious. Hey guys, I'm going to get serious about my finisher. No, you have to be like on point now. You got to be sharing your journey now. Like, now is when you start sharing. And even now is when you start sharing about this product. You might be like, oh, Lauren, it's not even like available. The workouts are not even going to become available until January 14th. But if you wait until December, you're going to have so many, you're going to have so many other things in your way, so many other obstacles, and so much less time to share about it. So a lot of it is in the building and in the, it's like you're breadcrumbing it, so to speak. So you've got to, share little bits about your journey. You got to share little bits about your program from now until launch day. And you've got to give a date to that. So, for example, if it's starting on, if the program is quote unquote launching December 4th, then that's the date that I'm promoting. I'm sharing with people, hey, I've got a challenge group that's starting December 4th or whatever, you know, date that I choose. I got a challenge group that's starting, and I'm constantly referring to that date. So because I want to keep sharing, and I want to keep giving that deadline. I want to keep sharing. I want to keep giving that deadline. Not that it's just, oh, you can just join 6 months from now, or you can just join in January. No, December 4th, that's when we're starting, or whatever date it is that you choose. But start sharing now and give people a deadline. Okay, so number 3 is build a list. So as you're sharing and as you're referring to that deadline, saying, hey, get with me by such and such a date so that I can get you into our test group, or so that I can get you into our program info group. There are a few different ways to do this, okay? So I might actually share my screen on this if I can. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. But build a list as you come across people who are interested in whatever program that you're sharing about. Number 2, Virginia, was start sharing now. So number 1 was be informed about the program that you are promoting. Number 2 is start sharing now. So share about the program, share about your journey, share about what date that it's starting. Okay, so number 3 is build a list. So there's different ways to do this. Obviously, as people come to you and say, hey, I'm interested in this program, what's it all about? Or I'm interested in starting this challenge group with you. You know, how do I get more info? As they start asking questions and showing interest, you need to make sure that you add them to a list. And that can be as fancy or as uncomplicated as you want it to be. It can literally be a sheet of paper with a clipboard. Personally, I don't do well with that because I lose paper. So for me, most of the time, it is a digital list. So I use my Streak for that, for people that I'm talking to about programs. I use Streak, that's my jam. And so that's like a basic way to do it. You can even have like, you know, just a Word document on your computer, or an email draft, or a Google document, whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, creams your Twinkie, but make a list. Don't let those people fall through the cracks, you know. You can even reach out to people who maybe expressed interest in the past and say, hey, we've got this new program coming out. I thought about you, you know, what do you think? Do you want more info on it? If they say, yes, give me more info, they go on your list. They go on that, you know, Sean Transform 20 list, or whatever program it is you're using, they go on that list. So put them on that list, okay? So as things get serious, and as you know, when we get to that launch day where people are able to buy their challenge packs, you know who to go back to and say, hey guys, all right, you ready to do this? This is how, you know, this is how you walk through those steps to get started. So build a list. That's the most basic way to do it. Another way that a lot of people are creating a quote unquote list, which I feel like you still have to do this even if you do the second thing, but a lot of people are doing info groups. Okay, which it's a private group on Facebook, and it's for all people who are interested. They have not fully committed. They have not bought a challenge pack yet, but they're interested in this program, or they're interested in your challenge group. And in that info group, you're going to share, you know, different images and graphics that come from Beachbody. You're going to share, you know, befores and afters from the test group. You're going to share testimonials. You're going to share what to expect, kind of like a taste of what the workouts are like, different things like that. So you can obviously do your own, but Dare to Dream does one for each program that comes out. So they have one set up for Transform 20. And I want to show you guys what it looks like, because for some of you, you might want to do this. If you do this, still make your own personal list. Don't just throw them in there and forget about it, because they will get lost in the sea of people. And if you don't follow them up, you can't expect them to come after you and be like, okay, I'm ready to sign up now. Let's do this. That doesn't work like that. You have to follow them up. So really, you have to make a list no matter what. But this is an extra step that you can do if you want to just kind of take it to the next level. So let me see if I can find it really quick. Give me 2 seconds. Man, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, I literally can't find it. Okay, sorry. I know where to find it. It's just taking forever. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat box. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen now, show you guys where to find this. All right, where's my share screen? Where'd it go? Okay. Okay, you guys should be able to see my screen here. It's a little. Okay, so this is Dare to Dream. I think everybody knows how to find Dare to Dream. So you just go to the units section of Dare to Dream, and under unit number 2, team calls and groups, go to team challenge groups and live open houses. And under this document, you'll find a lot of things, but the thing that we are going to focus on is this one right here, Transform 20 Info Group with Dare to Dream. So you don't even have to do your own group. You can just participate in this one, or you can do your own if you feel better with that. A lot of people are like worried, like, oh, well, if I add people to this group, will other coaches recruit them? No. You know, all the coaches in here that are sharing, it is a team effort, and they always point people to go back to the coach that added them to this group. So like, let's say one of the coaches gets on here and talks about Transform 20, and they say, okay, if you're ready to do this, you need to get with the coach who invited you or added you to this group. Okay. So everybody is responsible to follow up with their own people, but it's like you can throw them in here so that they'll get tons of awesome info content. It builds the credibility and the hype and the excitement of this program and of our team and of our fitness community. And it's just really exciting for everybody to see, you know, so many people excited about this and like engaged and all that. So like, for example, in this group, I mean, there's lots of people going live, sharing different things. Of course, today people are going crazy because it's finally the time that they were able to like share about it publicly, because they were like sworn to secrecy until then. So here, like Jessica Bowser-Nelson is sharing all about the program. You know, so any of your prospects that are in this group, they're just going to get inundated with tons of awesome information. So it's not just coming from you, but it's, you know, it's a group effort. And, you know, there's so many great, you know, pieces of info in here. And so you can, what you would do is you would tell your people, your prospects, say, hey, I'm going to add you to this group. It's going to have tons of info about this program. So if they say, hey, yeah, I'm interested, let me know what I need to do. Literally, you give them the link to this group page, you add them to this group, and then you tell them, I want you to go through the units section and go through the different documents in the units, and that's going to explain everything to you. And so literally, this is what your prospect does. They start here. They're going to go to this unit, and, you know, and they just follow through the unit, next unit, and then it takes them to the next unit. And it literally is going to just walk them through, you know, all the different aspects about this program, all the different things that are, all the questions that are asked, all this kind of stuff. So talks about Shakeology, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, so I wanted to share that with you guys, is that is an extra way whenever we have a program launch that you can participate in that to get information to your prospects. So you can choose to do it like that, or you don't have to. You can just do one-on-one stuff. But it really doesn't matter if you choose to do that or not. You have to have follow-up. You have to make sure that you're following people up. So I see some questions in the chat box, and I will get to that in just a second. I want to make sure I get through these last couple of points real quick. Okay, so build a list. Get them in an info group if you want to do that. But either way, build a list and start giving your people info about whatever program it is they're asking about. So number 4 is create an invite. Create an invite, or create like a, I guess invite is maybe the wrong word, because I'm going to be inviting all through this process, but create an invite as in create an email or a message or a call to action. That's really what the word should be. So change that create invite into create call to action. So create that call to action post, that call to action email, that call to action message, so that on launch day, when that program launches, that you give them, okay, I've been talking to you about this. I've been giving you the information. You've been on my list. I've been sharing all this info with you. Now here's what you need to do to commit. You know, step 1, you know, send me your email address and your Shakeology flavor. Step 2, go to, you know, click this link and get enrolled. Step 3, send me your, you know, order confirmation number, and I'm going to add you to our VIP launch group, or whatever it is. You know, whatever, like give them, this is where you give your people step-by-step instructions on what they need to do to actually commit and follow through with you. You know what I mean? So So that is what number 4 is. And that's super important. This is where the follow-up piece really comes into play. So all of those people that are on your list that you've been sharing information with, that you've been talking to, that you have in that free info group, this is where you go back and say, okay, it's launch day. This thing is officially live. We are so excited. I'm so pumped. Remember, your enthusiasm and your passion, your excitement, that is contagious, and your lack thereof is too. So if you're not excited about it, then they're not going to be either. But if you're excited, you're like, this is the best thing ever, then, they're going to feel that excitement, and they're going to be, excited to get involved with you. So, always, share from like, I'm so excited. Can't wait to do this. Let's go. Are you in, kind of thing. And and I like to create a sense of urgency in what I'm doing too. Like, hey, our launch group starts on this date. You don't want to miss the launch group. And that, hey, I'm working with 20 people. I'm capping it off at 20 people, or whatever that is, where you feel like you're comfortable that I can work with this amount of people in a month and feel like I can give them good quality service and attention. So, say I'm working with 20 women. Are you going to be one of my 20 with this? Whatever it is, but create that sense of urgency and create that call to action. And that's where, your upline coach can really help you too. If you've never done that before, maybe you feel nervous about that, or you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's where you can really get them to help you. So, okay, we're going to run out of time here soon, of course. But last point is prepare yourself for the commitment. Okay, prepare yourself for the commitment. So look, if you are sharing about this amazing program, and you're all excited about it, you've got to be willing to commit to that program. So if it's a 6-week program, if it's an 8-week program, whatever, however long it is, know what you're getting yourself into so that you can thoroughly commit to it. So, if it's 20 minutes a day, if it's 30 minutes a day, prepare yourself mentally, prepare your schedule, start thinking about meal plan ideas, like prepare in advance, because the better prepared and the more committed you are to this and to your journey, then the better you're going to be able to coach and lead by example to your people. So just know that, like, hey, this is what's coming. This is the launch day. Prepare your challenge group. You can even prepare some of your posts. You can get some of those things ready in advance. Prepare some of your content. Say like, okay, on Monday, it's going to be Motivation Monday. On Wednesday, it's going to be Recipe Sharing Day. On Friday, it's going to be, talking about our fitness victories, whatever it is, like, and start setting up, brainstorm with some other coaches. Hey, what are some good ideas that you've done in your challenge groups that work really well? Talk to other coaches. Have you ever done contests? Like, what do you want? But prepare to give your challengers the best experience ever, and prepare yourself to kick butt in this program, because it is always, the speed of the leader, speed of the pack. So if you're going 20 miles an hour, your team's going to probably be following close behind you at 10 to 15. If you're going 100 miles an hour, they're going to be behind you like at 80 miles an hour. So you've got to know that you set the tone, you set the pace, you lead the way. So just prepare to go all in. If you want your people, your challengers, your coaches to get awesome results, then you've got to lead by example, and you've got to show them, hey guys, this is how it's done. And that's not to say that I do it perfectly. It's not to say that you do it perfectly. Trust me, I just had a week of like pure ridiculous undisciplinedness. Okay. But it's all about sharing that journey and being real about it and getting up when you fall down. It is what it is. So share that, but you just don't stay in that place. You don't stay in that place where you fall off. You get back on and you keep moving. And I think people can relate to that when you have off days or off weeks or whatever. So it's not about perfection. It's about just commitment to finish strong, to start strong, finish strong. So keep sharing. Just real quick. Okay, we have a couple questions. I'm not going to recap. You can rewind if you want to go recap, because we only have 3 minutes. I have a couple questions here. Okay, so Jamie's question was, if they buy a T20 challenge pack on December 4th, but can't access the workouts until 1/14, should we encourage them to do another Shanti program in the meantime? Yes. That is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm focusing all of my people for launch day, December 4th, to get their challenge pack by December 4th. And then, that week, I will probably actually start my challenge group like the week after that. So I'll probably start my challenge group like this. Well, I don't know when I'll probably start it like December 3rd or whatever. But my goal is to get them to start that, to get their launch pack on December 4th, right when it launches. And then we're going to be doing Ashanti program for the month of December. So I will do like Insanity Max 30 with them for the month of December. And then we will graduate from Insanity Max 30 to Transform 20 come January. So yes, so it's just like a way to get them excited about his kind of style of workouts. And it's like you have the pre-challenge and then the real challenge. And there's nothing pre about Insanity Max 30. So it's crazy. But you can modify. Yes, you can. So that is kind of like the flow for that. That's what I'm going to do anyways. And I think a lot of other coaches are doing that too. I think a lot of Dare to Dream is doing that also. So any other questions, guys, pop them in the chat box here. Virginia, I'll be 6 months pregnant when this launches. Think I'll be able to do this program that pregnant? That is a very personal question. So you are going to have to listen to your body for sure. And you know, maybe talk to some of the other pregnant mamas who have done any of the other Shaun T programs. You know, you could ask that in Dare to Dream, like, hey, any pregnant mamas done Shaun T programs while pregnant? For the most part, you're going to have to tone it way down. Like I am the type who always wants to err on the side of caution when it comes to stuff like that. So I would say modify for sure, obviously modify, but even with the modifications, listen to your body. See, and I've never done that program, so I don't know totally what to expect. But don't feel like, you know, if you can't participate in this program, take another program that you like love, that you can get super excited about it, and apply everything that we're talking about to that program. And it might not be the newest program, but it can be new to you, you know? So like Core de Force, I think is a really good one too. That I love that one. But there's a lot of other programs that are even more pregnancy friendly too, that you can commit to, and that you can do all of this just like it's a brand new product launch and just go for it, you know, like that. So you're not limited just to this program. But I would check with other mamas, see how they feel. And, you know, and just, you have to listen to your body, err on the side of caution. So, but anyways, guys, I hope that helps you. We're going to run out of time here, but any questions you have, you can ask in the Fit Fulfilled page, and I'll upload the recording. But I hope that you use these things to really maximize not just this product launch, but any other programs that you're wanting to focus on, and any programs in the future. This time is so crucial for us as coaches, and we're laying the groundwork for a very awesome new year. And lots of goals are going to be crushed before this year is even over. So I'm excited for you guys, and so grateful that y'all took the time for tonight's call. So thank you, guys.